So Stand Up Canada is a non-for-profit organization. It's a federally registered one. And our mandate is to educate Canadians to know how their rights are being violated under the COVID measures and how they can use the law to defend those rights. And so we created the website, so we could point people to that direction because it gets lost on Facebook or social media. You can't keep that information because yeah, exactly. So, right, masking, testing, like testing, the
Hmm.
mask, or I said that, vaccine restrictions or vaccines, restrictions on travel, closure of businesses, those are all violations to your rights as a Canadian. Those rights are guaranteed under the charter, the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. With respect to medical treatment, most people don't realize that masks, testing, even hand sanitizer, vaccines, they're all medical treatments and they require your consent. Being legal and lawful, as we're finding out now. Legal just means that they've been written, they've been passed, they're now in law. That's legal. But are they lawful? I would argue that they're not lawful if they're violating your rights, which have already been established in Canada. And so when I talk about rights, there are two different types of rights. There's your provincial rights, and then there's federal rights. And so you have privacy laws. Actually, most people don't know, but your medical information is protected by provincial privacy laws. And your ability to give consent, right, is protected under your provincial healthcare consent laws. And
Hmm.
so we'll talk about informed consent a little bit later. And then we have federal laws that protect your fundamental rights and freedom in Canada. I mean, it has to start somewhere. And it started in Canada back in 1960 with the Bill of Rights, which was, in fact, Canada's first human rights law. And then in 1982, they introduced the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. So anyway, we've created on the website under the tab Your Rights is a section called Canadian Charter Rights Violations under COVID-19.